welcome to the starters live from Samsung NBA Summer League. It is night
you're on TV.
10.
Cheer.
Night 10 for us from the Thomas & Mack Center here in Vegas with the diehards behind us. I'm J.E. Skeets, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
How are we doing tonight?
We're doing great. To my right, starters blog editor Trey Kirby.
Hey-o. Hey.
And finally, the international man of mystery taking it to the max, Lee Ellis. Lily. All of us rocking the red tonight, looking like the Hawks coaching staff up in here. You saw them earlier today? Yeah, here we go.
Looking great.
We forgot to wear the khakis, but it's all right. Looking like the Hawks coaching staff there. We have an action-packed show tonight. Pelicans head coach Elvin Gentry will join us on set, and we'll announce the 2 tournament teams from here at Vegas Summer League, as well as the MVP. So we got tons to get to, and of course we'll talk about the finals, which will be happening tomorrow. But first, cliche of the daytime. Summer League full of cliches. We're policing ourselves. First person to say tonight's cliche word gets nailed with the silly string. Although last night I don't even think we said the cliche word.
No, Zeke just wanted to
Zeke just turned into a monster with the silly string can. But the word, actually 2 words tonight, guys, that we cannot say. NBA ready. A classic Summer League.
So you have to say the words together. You can't just say ready in a different way.
You're right. You're right. You got to say them together. All right.
Okay.
Can't say Stephanie ready.
Let's get to the semifinal highlights from today. Let's start with the Spurs and Hawks.
Yes, Becky Hammon, the first woman to lead a Summer League team, attempting to get her Spurs to Monday's final, but the Atlanta Hawks in the way. Lamar Peterson leading these Hawks. Nice Euro step to the basket for the layup, plus the foul. He had a team-high 16. The Hawks were on fire early. Eddie Tavares, the 7-3 Eddie Tavares, scoring down low for the lay-in. Then Bellis throws the lob pass to Glenn Robinson for the slam. Bellis finding everybody. The Hawks up 12 at half. But here come the Spurs. You know the Spurs aren't going to die in a big game. Not going to happen. Jonathan Simmons finds Trevon Graham in the corner for 3. It's a 7-point game. Jarrell Eddy knocks down the 3. It's getting closer. It's a 4-point game. Then Trevon Graham hits the pull-up jumper. That caps a 19-3 Spurs run. Spurs in the lead, and the man who's been leading them all tournament long, Kyle Anderson, to the basket for the layup and the foul. He had 22 in the games. Then here is the exclamation point. Jonathan Simmons, look out, look out. Goodbye.
Down the
Throwing
lane.
it
Down.
down. A monster
Put him
jam.
in the mix.
The man played in the D-League last year. Is probably going to be with the big club this season. Doing it all. And then, you know what? We'll do it one more time. 7-3 Eddie Tavares. Not big enough on this play.
Not fast enough.
Gets right by him. San Antonio Spurs claim the first of 2 spots reserved for the Samsung NBA Summer League 2015 championship game on Monday.
Hawks put up a fight in this one.
Yeah,
it was a low-scoring game. I think the further you get into this tournament, sometimes the scores start to reflect the tired legs.
Yeah.
You could see from the Hawks. This was something like their 7th game in, 9 or 10 days.
Yeah.
That catches up to you.
It does.
Overall.
It does. I mean, even though it is only Summer League and you think guys are going to go out there and put everything on the floor, after a while, all these games, especially in the heat out here as well, it does catch up to you.
Kyle Anderson.
It's hot in that gym.
We're going to announce the MVP of Summer League later. He's got to be in the mix. We don't even know right this second, but he's got to be on the short list for possibilities. I'm sure Seth Curry as well. He's been great and consistent throughout this past 10 days.
And he did exactly what you want to see a second-year player do, which is dominate Summer League. It looked like he spent his entire rookie year learning how he can translate his game from playing well in college to being an NBA player. So you can't take a whole lot away from Summer League, but you do want your second-year players to do well. You don't want them to do bad, and he has been awesome.
Lee, you're a massive Boris Diaw fan.
Yeah.
We've heard the comparisons before with Kyle Anderson to him. Do you see it as much as everyone else does?
Absolutely. It's just the way he moves around the court there. He's not the most athletic guy, but he's very smart and he's very skillful, and he knows how to use his strengths. You see him posting up guys. He also can step back and knock down the long-range shot. Also, working with Becky Hammon in this situation is great for him because he's probably going to spend a lot of time working with her throughout the season when Greg Popovich is obviously back in the big chair. So for him, it's just been a great tournament, and he's really, as Trey mentioned, he's really shown that he has improved so much from last season, added to his game, and now he's going to have to try to prove that for the Spurs.
And we saw Jonathan Simmons. He had 2 dunks in the semifinals. How many has he had this entire Summer League? 4 or 5
Huge.
highlight-worthy dunks. This guy can leap. And a week ago, he was offered a contract from the Spurs. That's his first NBA contract, so he is going to be part of that big club there. This guy's a 25-year-old. He was a bit of a D-leaguer lifer, so this is awesome to see him get a chance here to be with the Spurs.
Yeah, he's got some skills. He's going to be 26 when the season starts. He was an all D-League defensive player last year. Also shot 62% within the 2-point arc last year. For a wing, obviously, that's fantastic. He's got skills, and he's one of those guys, you know, you have to work to be a San Antonio Spur.
Sure.
You know, you got to get a bit of some credentials on your resume. He's got those.
All right, so we know the Spurs are through to the final on Monday's game. Who will they be playing? Well, in the second game, another close one. It was the Suns and the Pellies. Seth Curry, he's been hot all summer long.
Yeah, taking on TJ Warren. Unfortunately, Warren has been great the whole tournament, but bothered by a hamstring, was a little bit ineffective. Seth Curry remaining effective, sinking the floater, plus the foul. Curry finished with 21 in the game. But on the other side, no TJ Warren really to be effective. Didn't matter when you got Devin Booker on fire. The first-round pick was a scorcher. He was 5 of 6 in the third quarter for the 13th overall pick out of Kentucky. Man, he was just on fire. He could not be stopped. Hitting from everywhere, 5 of 6 in that queue. Meanwhile, Bryce DeJon-Jones heats up for New Orleans. It's a pair of threes. So we got a game. 15 points in the third quarter for DeJon-Jones. Pelicans led by 1 after 3. But it's too much. Devin Booker. Booker drives, lays it in. He had 31, 22 of that 31 in the second half. TJ Warren had a tournament high 31 as Phoenix Suns coming into this game, but Booker ties it, giving Phoenix Suns the other spot in the final.
Devin Booker, a fan of the starters, coming on over the week. 31 points. That ties a tournament high with TJ Warren, his actual teammate, who did it a little bit earlier. Great shooting performance, 10 to 17. This guy's stroke it reminds me a little bit about Bradley Beal.
Absolutely,
right?
it does.
The balance is always on point.
Yeah.
It's smooth, sort of flawless. He gets a good elevation on it. Again, 18 years old. He's not going to be 19 until around the start of the season.
If you are a Suns fan, you have to be very excited to see him on your roster because he's not only out there just shooting three-pointers. We saw him going into the lane, finishing with his opposite hand as well. He already has a very polished game for such a young guy. Now, we know the Suns team, they're a kind of deepish team at that position, so he's probably going to struggle to get minutes early on. But if you're Jeff Hornacek, you've got to feel pretty confident that you've got this guy who's nearly NBA, not quite, ready.
Wait, if you spread it out, does it count?
No, it's cool.
Does it count? Oh, okay.
Okay, why not?
Okay.
We're bored.
You anger me so you want it done to you. That's what angers me about it.
It looks like a haircut.
He was closing his mouth there.
Oh, I think we got it in his eye.
No.
You don't get that in your eye, Lee. He's NBA ready. It's over now. Hey, here's what we know.
Speak
Lee,
up. Speak up.
here's what we know. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine,
Yeah,
thanks.
I don't think
Just
so.
got to close my mouth. I saw what happened to trade this week.
Take a look at this. Last night we said when we had the 4 semifinalists, we were going to make things interesting. We are in Vegas after all. Put a little costumes on the line for last night's final show. Trey
Someone's going to look stupid.
and Lee, they're going to be in
Already
costumes.
done.
They're already out with the Hawks and Pelicans picks, so we know you guys will be in
I
costumes.
feel like I'm already in a costume.
Tass, it's true with those sideburns you basically are. It's down to Tass and I. We'll find out after the championship game tomorrow. We got to take a break. Coming up, get your fried avocados ready. Pelicans head coach Alvin Gentry will join us live on set. You're watching The Starters. Welcome back to The Starters, live from Summer League Night 10. Can you believe it? We've made it to Night 10. All 4 of us somehow still alive. And we're joined by Pelicans head coach Alvin Gentry, who's getting the Starters welcome chant.
We got to get these people home.
Yeah.
We've got to get them
delirious.
They've
Crazy.
been here way too long.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. How has your summer been? Have you even had a summer after coming off the win with the Warriors on their staff and then, of course, being announced the head coach of the Pelicans? Have you had a summer?
I have not. We won on Wednesday. We traveled home on Thursday. We had a parade on Friday. Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, I was on a plane to New Orleans. So I've been able to celebrate for about 24 minutes.
Oh, you're
really.
right.
Well, I loved what you said while you were celebrating. You said, tell Mike D'Antoni he's vindicated. We just kicked everyone's butt playing the way everyone complained about. I thought that was great. You know, you were the lead assistant on his staff. When you get a break here, you get a break there, you guys could be title winners. Obviously, you design a system with the Golden State Warriors that plays outside in. What do you say to those people that think that you can't win a title that way?
Well, I think you can. And if you go back and look at the Lakers, that's the way they played during the Magic, the Showtime era. They took the basketball, pushed it down court. If they didn't have anything early, then obviously they had Kareem to drop the ball into. But they were a fast-breaking team. They got out and they ran in transition. I just thought that it was really unfair, the criticism that Mike got for playing that way. And we did have a great team, and we did have a couple of really close calls, but you know there was this team called San Antonio in the way, and the last time I checked, they had like 5 banners hanging up there. So I don't think it was anything to be ashamed of.
Not at all.
The trend
here or there, you never know.
The trend of the league right now is to play small ball, and you did that obviously with the Golden State Warriors when you win the championship. But now going to New Orleans, you've got Anthony Davis, who's maybe the best big man already in the game. So how are you going to adapt to that current style of the play while still utilizing Anthony's strengths?
That's really easy, Lee. We're going to play big small ball.
Right.
You know, we really are, because I just feel like he's an athletic guy. He can get out, run the floor. He's also very capable of posting up. One of the things we're going to try to do is increase his range a little bit and have him shoot 3-pointers.
Wow, that's a scary thought.
Yeah, watch out, Lee.
Well, he's been able to do it. If you go back and check his high
Yeah.
school, he was a very good shooter in high school. So we'd like to see him expand his range a little bit. But I just think he's one of the great young players in this league, and we're going to try to utilize him every way we can.
Are you worried at all that if Anthony Davis comes out this season, starts knocking down threes all over, that it's just going to be unfair for all the rest of the teams? Maybe
Boy,
want to rein him in a little bit?
I really hope so, Trey. I really do.
You know, throughout the season, we were trying to compare Anthony Davis to a player before him, and you know, Kevin Garnett sort of comparisons came up. But even then, he's a different player to Kevin Garnett. Through all your career, is there anyone that you see Anthony Davis is similar to?
No, I think he's so different in that, you know, he had these guard skills, and all of a sudden he grew
Shut
8
up,
inches. But he's just such a fluent guy. You know, his mid-range shot is unbelievable.
Yeah.
The one thing I think he has to continue to work on is his post-up game. I think sometimes he goes a little bit too fast when he's got a smaller guy on him, and then he's got to be able to size up the larger guys and be able to use his quickness. But those are all things. He's such a hard worker. You cannot believe the work that he puts in every day. So it's going to be exciting, and I think he's so ready to get out on the floor and be a player that's going to be able to not only finish plays, but going to be a facilitator also.
Like these diehards behind us, you've been taking in a ton of Summer League action, mainly, of course, when the Pelicans are playing. How impressed have you been with Seth Curry? We had him on the show last night. He's going to be in the running for tournament MVP. Is this guy has a possibility to make this team, no doubt? You see the potential in him like his brother?
Well, I see the potential in him. I think the one thing that Seth has done, and I got through without calling him Steph.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
But one thing Seth has done, I think, is he's really improved his ability to take the ball to the basket and finish, which is something. And then I thought defensively he tried extremely hard here. So you take a look at him, I think he's played well enough here that he should be on a roster in the NBA somewhere this season.
Now, Coach, the first time we talked was at the finals, and the first thing you said to me, you get that dunk in the show? You did this dunk back in practice with the Warriors, jumping off the wall, something I haven't really seen since my dad was showing me growing up. My dad would tell me, hey, I can still dunk, yeah, right. But what was going on here? This is pretty incredible.
First attempt didn't go. This one.
Oh yes.
Shuts down the gym. Everybody's going crazy here, man.
How did this come about? I mean, what happened?
I think Draymond challenged me. You know? Draymond challenges everyone, right? So I think he challenged me and saying I wouldn't be able to dunk it. So
you shut him up then?
Little did he know.
With the help of the wall.
Yeah,
with the help of the wall.
Were you icing the knees after that later that night, or you were fine?
I think I went immediately to bed when we got back to the hotel.
Just,
up there.
just exhausted. Well, we can't thank you enough for coming on the show. We really do appreciate it. We know you finally maybe can get a little bit of a summer now. Is that the idea?
That's my intentions right away.
And what do you do in your downtime?
To be honest with you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive to California with my family, and my 17-year-old is going to look at colleges. So USD and Azusa Pacific and all of these schools. So it's going to be fun.
Well, a well-deserved break, and because we've had so much fun having you on the show, and as we try to do with every guest, we got you a cake.
Wow, this is an extravagant one.
This is one of the best cakes we've had. You Pelican do it.
You Pelican do it.
We promise
you got a whole team to feed, and this will do it, I think.
No fried avocados in this, okay? Okay?
Boy, you guys are going back way too far.
You're absolutely fine. Guys, give it up for Alvin Gentry.
All right, have a good summer. Thanks for having me on, guys.
We're going to announce the all-tournament teams as well as the MVP when we return. Come on back. You're watching the starters.
All right.
Back with the starters live from Vegas at the 2015 Samsung NBA Summer League Night 10 here for the starters. only one more day to go, and that is what the Spurs and Suns are playing for tomorrow on Monday, the championship game between the two squads. Spurs and Suns, I mean, had some good playoff battles between them. Hopefully we get a great game here at Summer Lake. We got some things to announce, though. We got the all-tournament teams in a second, but first, the MVP of the Vegas Summer League is, do we have a drum roll?
Nope.
Mr. Anderson, Kyle Anderson with the Spurs. Seth Curry, we thought might get this. Kyle Anderson in the end. Look at the numbers through 6 games. Of course, he'll be playing in the championship game, as I said, against the Suns on Monday. 22 points per game, shooting the ball well, 45% from the floor, nearly 6 boards a game, assist and a half, and 1.3 steals.
And that photo was taken just before Summer League. He's grown a beard since then.
Yes, true. Lee growing the Summer League's sideburns. Kyle Anderson growing the Summer League beard. Again, we thought Seth Curry might get this, but in the end, Kyle Anderson, and again, you see the numbers, it's you can't really argue it. That's for sure. It's been great.
He stands out because he plays so slow, and people come up with the Boris Diaw comparison. He also, I think the pump fake that he uses to get space is a little more Paul Pierce than Boris Diaw. But a great pick at the 30 spot last year for a guy who's going to start contributing to this team right away. And he doesn't like the slow motion label.
Yep.
That's his Twitter handle, though. He's probably got to change it. I mean, change it up. Either embrace it or change it up. That's my advice.
You have to admit he always plays his game, and that's a huge strength, is that he knows what he does, and he's able to do it well, and he sticks to the plan, which is really cool. Really cool to see a guy with that kind of IQ. Not a surprise that the Spurs would end up getting him with the last pick in the draft.
Yeah, he does have this sort of like that calming influence out there on the court, too, because of the speed he plays. Never in a rush, sort of like Boris at times, seems a step or two ahead of the play, where the help's going to come, who might be open. He looks like a great talent.
Yeah, being on the bench for the Spurs, though, you see how Tim Duncan behaves and how they always stay in control. And you just know that even though you're not on the floor, you can still really learn a lot just from being around those guys, understanding how they play, understanding their professionalism and their approach to the game.
And he got to the line a ton, which is obviously smart.
And his team is in the finals, so great tournament, of course, for Kyle Anderson. He is your Summer League MVP. Let's get to the all-tournament teams. Nice toss, Sassy. All right, your Summer League tournament teams. Guys, first team. No surprise, Kyle Anderson is on it. Seth Curry, who was, of course, in the running for MVP himself. Dougie McBuckets,
back-to-back years
with the Bulls. Norman Powell, real surprise, making this first-team squad, but he's in great here for the Raptors. And T.J. Warren didn't have a great game tonight in the semifinals, but before that, had the game where he put up 31 and put up some great numbers. Your second team, Larry Drew II, racking up assists here at Summer League. Emmanuel Mudiay, the rookie, out of Denver, and we're going to get to him in a second. Dwight Powell. How many Powells can we put on these all NBA's or all tournament teams? Noah Vonleh had him on the show earlier, and Alan Williams, an undrafted, undersized center out of UC Santa Barbara. He's suiting up for the Rockets, putting up 20 and 11 type numbers at this thing. Too. That guy's done everything he can do to try and get a roster. So hopefully keep an eye on him playing for the Rockets here at Summer League. Pretty good looking 2 teams there. Any surprises to you, or happy to see a particular guy make these squads?
There's a lot of talent on these 2 teams. A guy that I didn't really know a lot about was a second-round pick for the Raptors, Norman Powell. You talked about him. A second-round pick this year doesn't usually get a contract right out of the gate, but the Raptors saw what he did in this Summer League, and they gave him a 3-year deal. Known as a defensive guy, the man does not waste any energy on offense. He gets to his spots, and he shoots the ball, and there's a guy in Toronto at the shooting guard position, DeMar DeRozan, who's got another year on his contract. Rumors are that he wants the max, and I'm not sure the Raps are going to want to give it to him. Norman Powell could be there to fill in at some point if DeMar goes.
Is there someone in particular that he reminds you of because he's a defensive guy and can shoot 3, like a Wesley Matthews type mold come to mind, or anyone else?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit quicker with the ball than Wes was. But, yeah, that's a decent one.
What about you from these tournament teams now that we're looking at these for the first time here? Surprises? Maybe someone that didn't make it?
I'm a little surprised Bobby Portis didn't make it, to be honest. He put up some big numbers in quite a few games, had a huge game yesterday, had a 25 and 15. It's just a little surprising that he was pretty dominant for the Bulls. He played a few more games, I would guess, than Doug McDermott, just because McDermott sat out that last game. And he just showed that he was kind of a man out here. There's some guys that just looked a little bit more physically NBA ready. I'm happy to drop that since Lee already did. But
Yeah.
he just looked like
We've
he
run
was
out of silly strength.
exactly. He just looked like he was able to throw his body around quite a bit in the summer league, and that was really helping him out. He had a few down games, no doubt about it, but the big games really stood out.
Yeah, when you look at the 10 names, it's no surprise that you see the guys that are in their second or third years here with the run at Summer League are the ones that are making
Standing
these
out,
lists.
yeah.
Because it's much more difficult for an NBA, though, Emmanuel Mudiay, one of those guys, to crack this top 10 guys here, to come in here and just to start playing at that speed. So pretty impressive performance from him, Mudiay in general.
Mudiay was so
Hasn't
much.
shot the ball incredibly well, but
No,
we've
he
talked about all the other things. he can do.
Yeah, but he was just so much fun to watch as well. You know, we talked about his body being a lot more mature, seemingly, than a lot of other guys out there, and just being a step ahead too. So I'm excited really to see what Denver have got in him this season.
Well, you're going
He's
to
incredible.
Yeah.
He's going to play obviously a good amount for Denver. He would have been a much higher pick if he played stateside. If he didn't play in China last year, the Nuggets got a steal. The guy is ready to do everything.
And it goes without saying, we are hopefully going to see a lot of Mudiay because the Nuggets, as of today, reports from Yahoo Sports, our man Woj, that the Nuggets have agreed to send Ty Lawson, their point guard there with Denver, to the Rockets in exchange for a whole bunch of guys. So we said it, I think we said it earlier in the week when we were sitting here at the desk when we saw Mudiay play a couple times, say, you got to imagine Denver's picking up the phone and say, anyone want Ty Lawson? Anyone want Ty Lawson? And they ended up shipping him to the Rockets.
The Rockets bought low on
Big
this
time.
one.
Yeah.
They got a very talented guy if he can get it all together for a bunch of guys that weren't really part of the rotation. You know, of course, Papa Nicolau played a decent amount, but then Pablo Prigioni, Nick Johnson. That's a great pickup for them to share the point guard spots with Patrick Beverley. You got a offensive, defensive type duo there.
Take some of the load off of James Harden's back. Doesn't have to handle the ball every single time off the court.
Looks like a good move for both squads probably in this situation. Let's hear what you guys think about the all-tournament teams and your MVP, Kyle Anderson. Let's hear your thoughts on Twitter. Hashtag the starters. Got to take a break. When we come back, Lily's very solid play of the day. Get those thumbs ready. Back with the starters. Time for Lee's very solid Summer League play of the day, Lily.
It comes from the Suns and the Pelicans game, and it's a beautiful pass from Mickey McConnell over to Alex Brown, who throws it down. Look at that. The trap comes. He splits it. Big Alex Brown throws it down, and that's what I call a very solid play.
Oh, the thumbs are multiplying behind
Thumbs on
you.
those
A lot of
wrists.
thumbsies.
The further we get into this thing. All right, tomorrow, championship game, live here at the Thomas & Mack Center. It is the Spurs versus the Suns, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. local Vegas time, though time doesn't really exist here in Vegas. A reminder, our picks, we got costumes on the line. Trey and Lee will be in costumes tomorrow night. Who will be joining them? Skeets or Tass? Yeah, I just talked in the third person there. I've got the
Almost dress
Suns.
up as
Tass
yourself.
has the Spurs. Coming up tomorrow night, we got Open Court Coaches Edition. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern. And later tonight, After Dark with Rick Fox, a new episode with him.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks to Alvin Gentry. And remember, all coaches should be allowed to coach.
Embrace the night, people!
You should open your mouth when you get silly strung.